कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनो सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ओम। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध 29वां अध्याय में हम कल जो देख रहे थे, ये दुनिया जो बना है वो बिगड़ेगा, प्रलय में कहाँ जाएगा, कैसे जाएगा, और फिर पुनर्बार इस संसार का कैसे रचना होती है, इसको हम कल देखें। उसी को भगवान वशिष्ठ जी राम जी को समझाते हैं। हे श्री राम जी, अर्थों की विचित्रता का कारणभूत जो स्वभाव है वह परमात्मा में अर्थों के कारण आया है या स्वतः सिद्ध है। परमात्मा जिसमें कोई कलंक का स्थान नहीं, निष्कलंक, पूरा पूर्ण रूप से स्वच्छ, पूर्ण रूप से निष्कलंक, ऐसे परमात्मा में ये जो नाम रूप दिखाई देता है, सृष्टि दिखाई देता है, वो किस कारण से आता है? स्वतः वो अपने आप में है अथवा उनका अर्थ के कारण है। अर्थ मतलब जो क्रिया का कुछ अर्थ होता है, उसका हम अर्थ क्रियाकारिता कहते हैं। मतलब जो कर्म होता है उसका कुछ परिणाम अनुभव में आता है, तभी तो वो रहेगा। जैसे जो हवा देता है उसी को पंखा कहेंगे। पंखा मतलब वो जो हवा देने वाला होगा, तो उसका अर्थ ऐसे ही है। इसी प्रकार परमात्मा में अर्थों के कारण ये सब स्वभाव आया है। स्वभाव मतलब नाम रूप, अथवा स्वतः सिद्ध, अपने आप में है। किसी लिए है, कैसे है, इसको बतलाते हैं। वी आर जस्ट रिकैपिंग वट एवर वी डिस्कस्ड यस्टरडे, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर रिवाइजिंग। अर्थों के कारण आया है ये तो कह नहीं सकते हैं। हम प्रकृति को देख रहे हैं, प्रकृति में जो कुछ भी दिखाई दे रहा है सबका कुछ न कुछ अर्थ होता है। अर्थ, what we have decided already discussed on this visibility in the absolute truth which is devoid of any name and form or any conditions, no time, no space, nothing. It is beyond everything. So, how all these nature, we see nature means names and forms or some process or meaning of the words means names and forms, there is some meaning. Meaning is dependent on the use of it, how it is being used. All these, whether it is visible in the absolute truth because of its meaning or use, or it is by itself. What is the cause? Why it is visible? And in what way it is there, we see it there, where it is impossible to exist. What is the cause for it? तो वशिष्ठ जी कह रहे हैं, हम पहला पक्ष नहीं बोल सकते हैं. We cannot say first point, it is visible because of its use. This we cannot say, because the absolute truth is of no use. It cannot do anything. Nothing it can do. It is useless. So there cannot be any meaning of use. Can you say the absolute is useless? It looks little awkward, isn't it? The absolute truth is useless. Meaningfully it is useless. Why? Because there is no movement, it is absolute equilibrium, it is absolute purity. So, without any impurity, without any expression which is impure, without any movement which is called action, nothing can be done. So it is absolute constancy. So it cannot do anything. Nothing is possible there. No possibility of anything. So, in one word, we call it useless. Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Why? It is justified. Why? Because good and bad, all these opposite terms you have in your brain, which is contaminated with all these mixtures. Your brain is such, your sight, your eyesight is so clumsy, so confusing, so dirty. All these are your outcome. It is not possible there because it is absolutely pure, absolutely one. Purity means it is oneness. If there is no two, there is no expression, no manifestation, no appearance, no disappearance, no action, no reaction, nothing. There is absolutely presence only. That's all. No time, no space, nothing.
Swamiji, so Brahma, absolute is above Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara.
अभी कहा ना, ये सब तुम्हारे दिमाग का काम, उधर कुछ नहीं है. एक में ब्रह्मा विष्णु शंकर कहाँ से आ जाएंगे? हाँ, एक में तीन कहाँ से आ जाएगा यार? कह रहे एक एब्सोल्युटली वन. There is no two, no three, no four, no count, no time, no space, nothing. How can you imagine all this? It is your imagination, it is your problem, it is not the problem of the Absolute. Your problem, you solve it. This is impossible. There is no meaning, there is no uh, possibility of all this because of its meaning. Example, you are a multimillionaire, okay? And you are the owner of so many factories, so many, you see, so many associations. You are involved in many works and in many business, and almost all the great people know you. You are a well-known being, VIP. Eh? Adani, Ambani. Okay. Does it mean you can enter my house without any permission and do anything you like? Can you? I may be a beggar living in a small hut. Is it possible for you to enter into my thatched hut and do whatever you like? Can you? No. Your meaningfulness may be in your world. Every name, every action has got meaning. Maybe that does not mean you will enter to my house. I am all alone. Nobody is allowed here. I don't see any face. No possibility. I am blind. I cannot see anything. I am incapable. I cannot do anything. If you are able to do so many things, do it in your house. I don't need you. Samjay? Did you follow? Why all these are not possible? It is possible in your relative world. Your meaning or your use, your value, all these, you have all these imaginations. All these are not possible in the absolute truth. All these are called, in one word, we can say impurities, dirty nonsense. And the truth is nonsense also, because it has got no sense. Haji.
Swamiji, when you say there is no space, how do we understand that?
Understand as you like. As you like, you can understand. It is your problem. अरे भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ, सुन तो रहो, 1000 बार बोल रहा हूँ. 1000. The remnants is the truth. When you are unable to think anything, don't say anything. That is the truth. हाँ? कितने बार बोलूँगा? When you are unable to think anything, do anything, absolute state of equilibrium you attain, that is remnants, that is the truth. That's how it is beyond everything. कितने बार बोलेंगे? अच्छा, ये तो कारण नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि दूसरे स्थान से आने वाले अन्याधीन धर्म को दूसरे का स्वभाव माना नहीं जा सकता है। Why? Because why it is not accepted, your usefulness, your meaningfulness, your value is not accepted in the absolute. Why not? Because you are different, that is different. You are totally different. You have different nature. Different nature objects cannot be together. The crow and the crane, they cannot sit together. Birds of same feather can sit together. Understood? We, there is no possibility of any transaction, any relationship in between imbalanced or different things. It is possible. This we have discussed it. If it is possible, it will be possible in somewhat similarity. We have already discussed it. If it is 1 rupee 59 paise, take it for 2 rupees. If it is 1 rupee 45 paise, take it for 1 rupee. We have discussed it. You have to take it for granted. It is not similar. It is not 50-50. It is 45 or 55. It's somewhat equal. So, दूसरी बात, so unequal objects cannot get together. You have your value, you have meaning, you are use, you have, all these are not possible in the truth. So it is not accepted. दूसरी बात यह है कि जो स्वभावतः असंग और अद्वय है, ऐसा निर्मल परमात्मा में दूसरे का विचित्र स्वभाव रूप मल किसी तरह संबंध हो ही नहीं सकता है. This also we have already discussed it. Because the truth is absolutely pure and transparent. So all these mixtures or all these impure objects are not possible to be there. No relation. अपिच जितने ये पदार्थ हैं वे प्रलय काल में स्वतंत्र रूप से अपना अस्तित्व नहीं रखते हैं, जिससे कि प्रलय के बाद अपने अपने स्वभाव के बल से ही चित्र विचित्र में आविर्भूत हो सकें. And another point we have to see when we are discussing the position of this creation after dissolution, what happens to it. So it loses its all characteristics, whatever names and forms, as it is getting changed, and whatever is going on, action, reaction, or the seer, seen and seeing, all these whatever is visible in this world, that is in the end of creation, in the dissolution, they lose their all these properties. They are not independent to keep up, hold up their properties. They cannot. Why? Why not? When they are visible now here with all these properties, all these changes, all these style of process is their nature. This is what we call it as nature. So if they have some nature, some rules, some regulations, so why cannot they keep up, hold up their nature in the time of dissolution? You see, all this nature is ever changing, that is the nature. So they cannot keep up this ever changing nature. Ever changing will change, so it cannot be stable with them. With them means with all these creatures with names and forms. They cannot hold up their properties at the end of creation. Main objection is they are not independent to hold all their properties. Properties are changeable, so it cannot be seen there. So after dissolution, what happens? They have no independency to keep up their nature. No. So in what manner they remain in the absolute? They should be, for example, we gave the example of an empty pot keeping outside and bringing it inside the room and again taking the same pot to the same place. So what happens to that sky or air inside the pot, empty pot? Does the particular sky change or the air change or it is as it is? And other example we gave, taking a bucket full of water from a water place and keeping it, throwing it there and again taking another bucket full of water. Second time what water you take, can you say the same water what you threw previously, will that water come with you or not? Nothing can be said because water is water, air is air, it cannot be divided in this way as we think. Because of its air is pure or more expansive, more pervasive, and sky, of course, it is all pervasive, everywhere it is there. So it cannot be divided into pieces. We cannot say which sky has come with us and which sky is again put there. Nothing can be said. No divisibility, no particular names and forms of a particular area of sky. We cannot say anything about it. We cannot think even. Similarly, when dissolution takes place, what remains? And out of that, again the creation will be created. After some time, it is called Kalaratri, means the never moving time. Time is always moving, always changing. But at that time, time never changes. Time remains steady. So it is Kala Ratri. So it is darkness of the soul, darkness of the time, never changing time. It is, we have discussed already, it is the a gap between two, the juncture, Sandhya we say. Every two things will have a gap, and that gap is both way, both way. It is absent also, present also, both way. The background is ever present and front is absent. Between the two, always there is a hanging relationship which is not stable. And background, everything is constant because the holder, the substratum is constant. In this way, what happens to these names and forms, all these creatures, in the time of dissolution? Just as the example is given of your deep sleep state or the time of meditation. At the time of meditation, you are above time and space, so you don't know what is time. Time passes for others, for you there is no time. And how do you know time? Time is a changing phenomena which is understood by the mind, because mind also is a changing phenomena. They can have relationship. We can say easily time is mind, mind is time. But that is not possible in the state of your meditation. There is no mind, so there is no time. You are above time. What happens then to your so-called impressions what you have already in your subconscious mind, all your vrittis, all your names and forms and impressions, your memories, whatever you have in your storehouse, subconscious mind, in the form of seed. What happens to that at the time of meditation, as well as at the time of deep sleep? At the time of meditation, it never can be seen. It is away from the state of meditation. It cannot show its face because it is above everything. Just like a person moving in a plane above 60,000 feet above the ground, he cannot recognize you, your face, you are walking on the ground. Your face is not visible there. Similarly, this state of meditation, and also, of course, awareness is there, existence is there. You are aware of your awareness, you do exist. That awareness is there, which is beyond all these changes. That's how you don't know time. And in deep sleep also the same thing happens, but in a negative way. You are aware of yourself, but it is overlapped by all these changes. So you are not aware of your existence. In meditation, you are aware of your existence. In deep sleep, you are not aware of your existence. It is forgotten or overlapped. It is there, it is not destroyed. So that is called negative presence. Presence is not aware. And that is in different words we say mind, rest, or something or something. Many things are told. So in this way, all these names and forms all of the creatures in the creation, when they dissolve, they lose their independency, but they do remain, just as in a deep sleep the mind remains. Mind is not destroyed. Where does it remain? It remains in a resting pose. There is no place we can identify or we can so particularly here it remains. No. Why not? If mind is there, it has to rest somewhere. When you sleep, can others not find you out? You are sleeping. They can. You are sleeping and covered up with blanket. You are not recognized, but if one can find out somebody is sleeping here, maybe such and such person. Isn't it? Your presence is there. So here, my presence is not found. Why? Because when the ghosts at the daytime they go away, they don't exist anywhere. They don't exist somewhere. They are not to be found. We say they live in the dark caves of the dense forest, but they were not found because they are not there. Non-existence cannot be found. And how you are finding it at the time of creation? If you say it is non-existence, it is not existence what you are valuing, naming or meaning. All these names and forms, they are not called existence. They do not exist. This is what we discussed previously so much with arguments and examples. There is no wave in the water, it is water only. You are saying waves and bubbles are false imaginations. They have no different identity. Some names, some forms you assume you have imagined, but that is not other than the water. I don't see all these. I see only water. Your eyesight is defected. Defective eyesight. You see two moons. Does it mean there are several moons? That means your sight is defective. You see everywhere it is yellowish. You are suffering from jaundice. I cannot accept everything is yellow. Understood now? This world is assumed. It is superimposed. We have discussed so seriously. So, in the end of creation, it evaporates. And if it doesn't exist anywhere, then where from it will come? Again, the creation is possible, and there is creation. After dissolution, there will be creation. My dear fools, my dear good fools, now also there is no creation, and afterwards also there will not be any creation, just as the present creation is existing without anything. Hereafter also it will exist like that. Just as you see some black spots in the sky when you muscle your sky. Oh, yes, so many black spots. And when your eyes are okay, there is no black spot. Again they will come. Where from they will come? They are not at all there. It is your imagination, your rubbed eyes, faulty sight. And the clouds, they come and go. Nothing happens to the sun. Sun never dies, nor it rises, nor it sets. You have some imagination, it is your problem. Yes, Guruji.
Maharaj, from a relative point of view, if a person wakes up from a dream, so where he is sleeping, he is only thinking, he is not moving here and there. But there is no movement, but there is a movement. So we should be understand from a relative point of view, there is a movement or non-movement.
Where?
From, from dream to waking.
From dream to waking.
Yes. वो वही सो रहे हैं, वही सपना देख रहा है, बट वहाँ सपना में था दूसरा जगह में कंफ्यूजन है हमारा.
Whether two confusions are good or one confusion is good. Come on. If I will have four confusions, which will be solved first? And how will you solve it? My dear, dream is also a dream, means meaningless, and your waking also is meaningless, your deep sleep also is meaningless from absolute point of, from higher point of view. From lower point of view, everything is possible, everything you have hold to be there. So there will be changes. You accept the changes, isn't it? So change is change. It is always changeful. Whatever you say, it has some meaning for some time. It will change. that that joke, our Sardarji always gave the joke. Some poor fellow, he did a mistake, he was accused by someone, and he was about to be penalized by the judge. But he approached some lawyer. The lawyers are very clever fellows. His lawyer asked him, when you go to the court before the judge, whatever the opposite lawyer asks you, you just act like a mad fellow. Okay? So they will take you for granted, you are a mad chap. So your guilty will not be taken for consideration. You will be set free. You will not be accused. So he did the same thing, and same thing happened. The judge said, "Oh, that mad chap, he can do anything and everything. He is not under our law and order. Drive him out. He is a mad chap." So the case was dismissed. Now, when they went home, the lawyer comes and asks, "My dear, my fees, come on." For the lawyer also it is. He behaved like a mad chap. So the lawyer is, "Arey bhai, I told you, it is only for the court, not for me." Poor lawyer could not do anything. He had to keep quiet and go home empty-handed. So this move, it is applicable everywhere. Followed, my dear Guruji, whatever you have accepted, it is all nonsense. Neither there is dream, nor there is waking, nor deep sleep. All these are assumed. So, if you have assumed all these, then whatever law you make for it, it is your problem. Make it. You can make any kind of any laws. It changes, yes, it changes. It changes inside the dream also. In dream state also everything is changeable. And when it comes to the waking state, that also is a change. When it goes from deep sleep to dream or from dream to deep sleep, there also is change. Everywhere there is changes. Let there be changes. Everywhere there is changes. So why are you worried? Let there be. Change is the rule. Huh? Whatever you say, everything is subject to change. Can you deny it? The whole nature, whole world, creation is subject to change. Whatever you say, you cannot hold any meaning of it permanently. Temporarily you can mean anything and everything, whatever you like. Go on. No objection. Okay? When you are going for a bathing in a river, whether you jump to the river or slowly go inside and take a dip, what does it matter? It is all the same. Some, some children they swim for a while and they swim under water also and above water also. What does it mean? Swimming is swimming. Understood? Little, little. The whole creation is based on changing phenomena. So it is meaningless. If you mean, it is for a moment only. You cannot say anything, keep quiet. Very good. Shut up your mouth. Now you can change, you can open your mouth. है कि नहीं? World is a joke. It is a story. It is some imagination. It is castle in the air. What world you take it for so seriously, so solidly, everything to be so meaningful. It is just some story told by that grandmother to its child at the time of sleeping. There was a king, it had no queen, it had three children. One had no head, one had no legs, one had no belly. The bellyless person used to eat everything away, and the legless child used to run all the time. He never sat calmly, and the brainless, headless child was always engaged in thinking. The child says, "Yes, ma. Oh, I understand the meaning. Very good story. Your story of the world is like this, baseless, meaningless." समझे गुरु जी? हाँ जी, इसके ऊपर फिर नहीं झगड़ा, कोई झगड़ा नहीं. हाँ जी.
Swamiji, what if we take off all the meaning? What if we take off all the names?
What?
What if we take off all the meaning? What if we remove all the meaning?
Meaning is meaningless. There is no meaning. If you mean, it is for you. If you mean something, it is your meaning. It is not my meaning. I gave the example so many times. That meaning of that English word for Nitin, the child, it was true. Though I emphasized, my dear child, it is not the meaning. No, no, my Guruji has told, this is the meaning. What can you say? That is the meaning for him. The world is meaningful for you. And how you look at the world, that is not my vision. I cannot see the world in that way. Huh? Once I was going, sometimes long back, I went to my birthplace, and my younger sister was somewhere away, and she wanted to meet me. She called me. I went to her house, and she came with me to drop me in my place. We were coming, there was no proper vehicle. In a cycle rickshaw, we have to sit together. We were coming, and by the way there was a cinema theater, and all these college young boys, they were standing outside ready to purchase the ticket, and after half an hour the cinema will start. So they looked at us, they started joking at us. Oh, Jogi, खूब मुर्गी मिल गया रे. They started joking at us and shouting at us. Oh, Jogi, good, you have captured a good bird. Shouting at us. So it is their look, their sight. Nobody can say anything. Isn't it? Your mother is not mother for your father. How many times I shall tell you, my dear, It is your sight. You call her mother. Will your father say, she is my mother? Can he say? Or your child will say her to be mother? Or your uncle will say, she is my mother? Mother is not always mother, not for all. She may be your mother. For me, she is a lady, gentle lady somewhere. I don't know her. She is not my mother. Why don't you understand this? Everybody has his own world, own meaning, own creation. And today I shall tell you the greatest secret. Okay? Hear it attentively. This world, what you see, it is your creation. This is the truth. This is the greatest secret, open secret. Open secret. How can you say this? Can you justify it? Hear me. When you start thinking, how you start thinking? How do you think? How are you able to think? Simple, we have discussed it 1,000 times. When the balanced state becomes imbalanced, just as the superficial water becomes imbalanced, then ripples, waves and bubbles, all these whirlpools or current is seen in the water, which is not other than the water, isn't it? Can you accept it? Similarly, when your equilibrium is disturbed somehow or other, it cannot be, but if at all you say it is disturbed somehow or other, then that is called the vibrations, that is called prana also, that is called mind also. Different names are given to different types of vibrations, and those vibrations, when it is accepted as imbalanced state, then what will happen? If you don't accept, well and good. If you have accepted as imbalanced state, then what will happen? It will, because it is imbalanced, so it will go on creating imbalance. That means the waves will be going on innumerably, unless and until it is interrupted by some other aspect. Okay? Do you agree up to this?
We have taken on a ride. We have taken on a ride.
Yes. The balanced state is imbalanced, that is, vibrations are created in the same state, same balanced state, just as the ripples in the water. And once the waves are created in the water, will they be steady? They will go on, they will move on, unless and until they are interrupted by something or other. They will go on, just as we see in the physics. If the ray of light is parted from the light source, say from sun or from any fireplace or any source, it will go on. And if it is interrupted, then it also return back. This is the law of nature. Okay? When you make a sound, what happens? Sound also is same vibration. Thoughts also vibrations. When you make a sound, what happens? Just go to a cave and stand outside and shout. What will you hear? Echo, resound. The sound waves are obstructed by the walls of the something, say cave or a rock or something, and it will come back to you. That is called echo. This world is a echo. Echo. That in other language we say reflection, pratidhani, pratidhani. प्रतिबिंब प्रतिध्वनि, बिंब का प्रतिबिंब, ध्वनि का प्रतिध्वनि। ध्वनि है तो प्रतिध्वनि होगा, बिंब है तो प्रतिबिंब होगा। और ये सारा खेल गति के ऊपर है। गति जब तक बाधित नहीं हुआ तब तक वह गतिशील रहेगा। फिजिक्स में हम इसको प्रूव करते हैं। एक वैक्यूम में अगर एक पेंडुलम को एक बार एक मोमेंटम दिया गया, इट विल गो ऑन ऑसिलेटिंग फॉर एटर्निटी अनलेस एंड अनटिल इट इज ऑब्स्ट्रक्टेड बाय समथिंग। द स्पीड विल गो ऑन फॉर एटर्निटी अनएंडिंगली। दिस इज द लॉ ऑफ फिजिक्स, law of nature. And everywhere we get obstructed, isn't it? Everywhere there is objects. So, everywhere everything is reflected and reflected and reflected again and again. That's how I give you the example of lens house. A room is attached with up and down all the four walls, everywhere is fixed with different kinds, different sizes of different lenses, concave, convex and opaque and different size. Nothing is wall, nowhere there is wall, only lenses. And you enter inside, what will you see? Will you not go mad? This is how we are in this lens house. This world is a lens house. All the reflections are reflected in reflections again and again. Reflections are reflected within the reflections, multiplied. This is how the one becomes many, many becomes one. One holds many, many holds the one. This is how one goes mad. And this is the situation of our world. And when our mind vibrates, no mind means no problem. If the mind is there, it is problem. And it vibrates means it has to go on vibrating. Now, there is in and out. How do you understand the in and out? Because we always identify ourselves with the body. So body is a form. Body has got in and out. Body has got lines, demarcations. The skin is our demarcating lines. So it has got inside and outside. the vibrations are created in the absolute equilibrium, that is in the heart, and it will go on by the openings. Openings are our senses, eyes, ears, nose, etc. So wherever it gets a way out, it will go out. These are called senses, and all these vibrations, they go out, that we call in philosophic language the thought waves go through, go out through the particular senses and meet the particular sense object. This is how the philosopher says. And in ordinary language, the vibrations, they go out, and when they obstructed by something, they will come back. So it will come back just as the resound or the, just as the reflection. It will come back. What will come back? The same thing will come back. And when it is obstructed by something, it will have some little contact with it, momentary contact. So that also will affect the vibratory system. That we call the memory or the impressions, or we call the informations about the objects which have obstructed the thought waves. That we call it understanding or our knowledge, so-called knowledge, which is so useless. Useless knowledge, momentary, and it goes on growing. All the moment, every moment we are collecting all sorts of all these informations, useless informations, and that accumulated area is known as subconscious mind. That's all. This is how you see the world. This is your world. So whatever is there inside, it is seen outside. और इसी को हमारे योगी ऋषि लोग, दृष्टा लोग बोले हैं बड़ा सुंदर भाषा में, विश्वम दृश्य दर्पण दृश्यमान नगरी तुल्यम निजांतर्गतम। जो बाहर देखते हो सब दुनिया, वो तुम्हारे हृदय का प्रतिबिंब मात्र है, बाहर दिख रहा है। अरे तुम्हारे मुंह को तुम बाहर ही देखते हो दर्पण के अंदर, वो तुम्हारे अंदर नहीं, अंदर की बात बाहर देखते हो। यही तो तुम्हारा खेल है, अंदर की बात को बाहर देखते हो। क्या दर्पण के अंदर तुम छिपे हुए हो? हैं? कैसे देखते हो तुम दर्पण के अंदर अपने को? हाउ डू यू सी योर सेल्फ इन द मिरर? आर यू देयर इनसाइड द मिरर? How do you see yourself in the mirror? What you are resembled there, reflected there in the mirror. Similarly, your inside vibrations, whatever you think inside, in the way you vibrate, those are seen outside in these names and forms. Nothing else is going on. Why don't you accept it? Scientifically, by proof, by examples, by logic, by analysis, by every means it is proved. What else you need to believe? This is what Vasistha ji is explaining to Rama. All these are impossible. Impossible, simple impossibility. And we are talking of the time of dissolution, what happens after dissolution. That is our topic. So, what happens when these names and forms are not there? They are not at all there. And in the time of dissolution, what happens really? The reality is everything is in an equilibrium state. No vibratory system is working. That means it is negatively silent, just like deep sleep. Whatever happens to you in the deep sleep, same thing happens in the dissolution. Understood? That is, they say it is, the saying goes like dark night of the soul. That soul means universal soul. Universal creator sleeps at that time. So whether it is universal being or it is individual being, it is all the same. How it is all the same? Whether the thorn is pricked in your hand or in the leg, who is affected? It is all the same. Or it is pricked here in the head. It is all the same, you are affected. You are everywhere. So whatever you see outside, that is outside for you, but inside for the universal being. That is, the Creator sees everything within itself. Just as the body sees all the pains within the body, similarly the universal being sees everything in the body. The whole universe is his body. And at the time of dissolution, he goes to sleep. Just as you go to bed, what happens to you at the bedtime? Where does this world disappear? Same thing happens in the time of dissolution. So go on thinking and assuming something. Because if the world is there, then it will be there. If the world is not there, then it will not be there also. If you accept these names and forms, then names and forms will remain in the time of dissolution in the form of impressions. Accept it. If the objects are not there, where from the impression will come? Finally, absolutely, there is no creation, no impressions, no dissolution, no creation. But if you accept the creation, then dissolution is there, and again also creation will be there. And how it will be created? Just as before.
Already in the mind.
Just as before, Yadha Purva Makar Tabito Bola. And it is an unending story. I told you the unending story. Huh? There was a howler, one who catches the birds in the jungle and sells it and earns his livelihood. Once he thought, why to go into jungle and catch one or two birds every day headache. Let me earn for whole of my life. Let me plan. He planned. This is a story, unending story. Some king was there. He wanted to hear the story, new stories every day. So people came and told stories which had end. So he wanted to hear unending story. So some cheat came and started the story. The cheat, here is the cheat. The story goes like this. There was a howler, he used to go to the jungle and catch some birds for his livelihood every day. And one day he sat and planned why to go every day and work so hard. Why not plan for whole life? He made a plan and he started doing on the plan. He collected all the fibers from the whole world and he asked all the thread makers. He collected everyone and asked them to make some uh, threads out of it. And he called some other net makers who make the net, and he made a net which can cover up the whole world. Because all the fibers have been collected, so the net was made to cover up the whole world. And he collected all the grains from the whole world. World is world. And he spread the net all over the world and spread all the grains under the net, and all the birds from the world, they came, they saw the corns inside the net. They came and sat on the trees and they were looking for capturing, picking up them. And all the birds were under the net. The plan was successful. And the howler was hiding himself somewhere. And when all the birds of the world, they were trapped in the net, so the howler comes and opens one side of the net and tries to catch one bird. The bird flies away because it was not dead. It flies away, purr. Then he goes to catch another. So the king said, what happens then? Then another flies away, purr. Then what happens? Then another. Then another. What happened then? Then another. It goes on endlessly. This is the story of the world. How many beings have been born in this world? Have you got any data? And where have they gone? Where from they came? How is it going on? How long it will go on? And what is the meaning of time? Who created this time? Who is the father of this time? You are. You are everything, my dear. So in this way, this world, if fatality is there, it will be there in the dissolution, and it will be again seen as the creation again and again. It goes on repeated, being repeated again and again. This is called world. Unending story. Then what happens? Just like before, another creation. Then another. It goes on endlessly, eternally. So now what we were discussing, what happens to all this creation after the dissolution, it remains in that state. जितने ये पदार्थ हैं वे प्रलय काल में तत्रूप से अपना अस्तित्व नहीं रखते। जैसे रूप अविद है वो रूप नहीं रहेगा, जिससे कि प्रलय के बाद अपने अपने स्वभाव के बल से ही चित्र विचित्र रूप में आविर्भूत हो सके। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये लोग स्वतंत्र नहीं है, नाम रूप सब स्वतंत्र नहीं है। इसीलिए इस पराभव को अनागंतुक ही कहना चाहिए। अनागंतुक मतलब जो आया ही नहीं, आगंतुक जो आया है। हमारे मेहमानों को हम आगंतुक बोलते हैं, और जो नहीं आया अनागंतुक। ये दुनिया तुम्हारे अनागंतुक है। दिस वर्ल्ड यू हैव टू टेक एज नॉट has come. It has not been seen. You have to take it. Then all your problems will be solved. Or less problems. Yes.
If this whole creation is my imagination, who is the my? Who is the I? Who is imagining?
Who?
Who?
It is you. You have to find out. It is your question. You have to find out who is that, who has created this I, and where from all these multiplication processes come, and what is going on, who is seeing all this. You are the witness, because you have to answer. You are telling all this going on. I am not telling. I am denying. So when you are the witness, you have to, this is how, this is finding out, analyzing, introspecting. This is called introspection. This is called introvertness. That is what I was telling you again and again. Introvert mind. Introvertness takes you to the absolute equilibrium state, and extrovertness, it takes you infinitely, endlessly, unendingly to the confusions. So introvertness is called world. Extrovertness is called world. Introvertness is called truth. Final decision. There is no questioner, there is no answerer. If at all something is going on, it is mind. Who is telling mind? Mind is telling mind. Mind is witness. Mind is witnessed. Mind is the object. Mind is the seer. Mind is the seen. Mind becomes triad, the doer, done, undoing, everything. How is it possible one can do all the things? Yes, you do the same thing. If at all you are the body, eyes are also body, hand also is body. Hands are seen by the eyes of the body. The body sees the body within itself. Seeing is also body. Seer also is the body. And seen also is the body, isn't it? Similarly, this world is. The seer is seen by the seer, by the seeing process within itself. There is nothing outside, there is nothing inside. Everything is going on within itself. I gave the example of the lens house, when you see multiple forms of your own body, who has created it? Did you create? Who created all this? Who is seeing all this? Are you seeing many forms of yourself? Are you? But here you are telling I have so many forms. Do you really have all these forms? So if you are witnessing all this, it is your problem, you have to solve the problem. The solution is there are no many. You are all alone. There is no seer, no seen, no seeing process. Only one is there. It is I. And that I when changes, it becomes many. Just as you, when you look at all these lenses, you are so many. If you close your eyes, you are one in the lens house. Similarly, when the mind stops, you are the absolute. When mind starts, starting means all these imbalanced state starts. That is called mind, that is called prana, that is called I, that is called ego, that is called intellect, that is called world, that is called story, inside story, that is called outside side story, that is called beauty, that is called ugliness, everything. Whatever you think, whatever you see, whatever you can decide, everything is within that.
So Swamiji, if there was no dictionary,
No dictionary. No dictionary. I am the dictionary. I am the dictionary. Don't go anywhere. Ask the question to I. That single I will answer all your questions. That is called introspection. That is called self-enquiry. That is the only way to find out the truth. Ji Guruji.
Maharaj, from a relative point of view, this extrovert is presence or absence of fire.
Pardon?
This extrovert
Yes.
is presence or absence of fire.
You people ask such questions. If there is presence, there will be absence also, isn't it? You see complications. Then how can I say something? Both are there. Now is it day or night?
There,
Are you sure? Now it is midnight. Where? It is question of time, space and conditions. Isn't it? Americans will be sleeping soundly. And Japanese will have evening. They will making ready, beds ready. Isn't it? And Europeans, they will be morning. So different time, different space, you have to consider everything. No universal answer for anything and nothing. You have to consider everything that is called analytical vision. Then only you can get something. If you just answer something, there are so many kinds of answers. For the time being, anything can be answered, which will be wrong afterwards. ब्रह्म के सर्वगत होने पर इस वस्तु का यही स्वभाव है। इसकी व्यवस्था करने वाला कौन रहेगा? इसको सारा हम विचार कर लिए हैं। जो ब्रह्मा, जो क्रिएटर ब्रह्मा है वही तुम हो, उससे अलग नहीं है। ब्रह्मा का दिन रात का जो विषय है, इसको कौन निर्धारण करेगा? ब्रह्मा करेगा, और ब्रह्मा तुम ही हो। ब्रह्मा का अंशभूत तुम हो। जैसे मेरा हाथ बोल सकता है मैं शरीर हूँ, ऐसे ही तुम ही ब्रह्मा हो। प्रत्येक वस्तु में सभी तरह की विचित्रताओं को मान लेंगे तो इस संसार से विचित्रता का नाम ही उठ जाएगा। सब चीज अगर विचित्र हुआ तो विचित्रता का माने क्या रहा? है ये भी कमरा है ना, वो बाहर भी वो कमरा है मान लेंगे, और वो उसके बाहर भी वो कमरा है मान लेंगे, तो सारा बाहर जब कमरा मान लोगे तो कमरा का कोई मीनिंग रहेगा क्या? है डिफरेंस में तो मीनिंग होता है। जब डिफरेंस नहीं तो मीनिंग कहाँ है? जब ब्रह्मा ही सारा क्रिएटर है, सारे क्रिएशन उसी को बोलते हैं, अपने अंदर में अपने को देखता है। मैं अपने आप को हाथ पैर आँख कान नाक अंगुली और नाखून और बाल अंड क्या वो भ्रू और कान नाक सब दांत जीव सब मैं अपने को मानता हूँ, मैं बनाया है ना। तो इसके अंदर ये जब खत्म हो जाएगा क्या होगा? जब दिखता है क्या होगा? इसको दूसरे को मैं पूछूंगा क्या? मेरा है, मैं जानूं तो ब्रह्मा जानेगा। तुम सो जानते वक्त तो तुम किसको पूछते हो मेरा क्या हुआ करके? किसको पूछते हो? हैं? When you get up from deep sleep, do you ask someone, where had I been? Do you ever ask anyone, what happened to me last night? You know it. Similarly, this creation and dissolution, it is one person's work, that is the creator. Everything is within its body, just as you see so many within you in one in one lens. You see innumerable lenses, reflections within. Everything is interpenetrated, interrelated, cooperated, everything. All the confusion. In one lens you can see. Similarly, all these worlds, they appear and disappear in the one. Don't ask where from they come, where do they go. No coming, no going. just imagination. सर्वसाधारण धर्म में न तो विचित्रता रहती है और न किसी का पार्थक्य कारक होता है। ऐसी स्थिति में संपूर्ण जगत को एक रूपता हो जाएगा। If everything is one, there is no difference. So where is the question, where is the answer? Yeah, all these are possible when there are many. Question is put if there are many, two or many. If one is there is no question. Do you ask yourself, or does anyone ask you when you are all alone? There is no second. Are you asked some questions by someone or by yourself? Do you ask yourself, who am I? When you are all alone. When you go to bed, do you ask yourself, who is going to sleep? Strange questions you are putting. You are all alone, so all the questions are gone. Thank you. हो गया? फोड़ो दिमाग. मैं क्या करूं? दिमाग फोड़ो, मेरे को कुछ नहीं करना है. It is your program. हरि ओम. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. सद्गुरु भगवान की जय. सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय. शब्द ब्रह्म की जय. सरस्वती महारानी की जय. योगवस्त्री जी भगवान की जय. हरि